Welcome to the Independence Intergalactic Speedway, where you'll have to set your strategy and control your speed.
Hello everybody, I'm the Oregon Diecast guy, and this today is Oregon Diecast Racing. Alright folks, I'd like to welcome you to Sizzling Sunday. Today is the continuation of our red, white, and blue intergalactic drag race. Okay, we've got all of the rest of our contestants lined up. The other guys that ran last week are down here. Alright, chilling, waiting to see who comes out on top for this Sizzling Sunday. Alright folks, what I'm doing different today is I'm running the cars in lane 3 and lane 4. Okay, we've got them lined up in the middle so they go straight down the track and they're not hitting those guardrails right there. They're getting enough speed to jump out of the land of the lost. Okay, I shortened up the land of the lost. All right, and I added a 4 and the 2 transition right here at the intergalactic wormhole volcano. Okay, that sends them into the land of the lost. It's like a time portal. Okay, that volcano's a time portal. But anyway, I had one of the track rippers fly out of the land of lost and land on his wheels, so off camera. So I'm gonna see if I can get it on camera and show you guys what we got going on. But if you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do, because you'll be helping this old man out and help me hold off the alien invasion, man. I don't know if they're friendly or not. So let's go ahead and give these guys a test run and see what they do. Alright, let's flip the camera upside down. Let's get them to go. Let's go. Hopefully they do it now that I got on my camera. Oh! He did it. He did it. Alright, I couldn't get him to do it before. What did he run? 1.45? Alright, folks. So, once we start going for points, if you land in the land of lost, you get 1 point. If you land out of the land of lost, I'm going to give you 2 points. And if you land on your wheels outside the land of the lost, that's an extra point. So, once we start doing the points for our modifieds, that's going to be the deal. Anyway, Cyborg, where's my theme music? Where's my theme music? Alright, you're a little slow. Little slow, but I forgive you, buddy. Alright, let's dig inside the box and see who is first up in the blocks, folks. Let's go. Alright, we've got Fast and Steady Eddie in the Honda Civic Type R. Lane number 3. Alright, thing. Let me get my hand right. Do your thing. Alright, Fast and Steady Eddie, lane number 3. Let's see who he's going up against, folks. Let's see who he's going up against. I'll pick something from down here. Numbskull in the Hoto Roto. Alright, Numbskull. Let's get him up in the blocks, thing. Do your thing. Alright, folks. We've got Fast and Steady Eddie, lane number 3, in the red Civic Type R. And we've got Numbskull from Numbskull Racing, lane number 4, in that Hoto Roto. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do, folks. Woo! They both made it to the land of the lost. Didn't make it over, though. Who got that one? Alright, shucks, that was Fast and Steady Eddie that got that one. Let's see, alright, 1.49 second time to 1.51. Numbskull, he got you by 2,200ths of a second. Alright, let's get old Fast and Steady Eddie back up in the blocks. And dig in the box, see who's next. Alright, fast and steady, Eddie. We're gonna get you up in the blocks. And we're gonna dig in the box and see who's next. I'm putting on skull. Okay, let's see. Who's this? Who's this? Rancid Cactus in the Maserati Shamo. Alright, Rancid Cactus. Thing, do your thing. Alright, we have two red cars going up against each other. Alright, folks. We've got Fast and Steady Eddie, lane number 3. We've got Rancid Cactus in the Maserati Shamo, lane number 4. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. Who was that? Fast and Steady Eddie. Alright, Fast and Steady Eddie. You're ripping it up today, buddy. Alright, he put Rancid Cactus down. Let's get Fast and Steady up in the blocks and see what he does, folks. Alright, folks, we have Fast and Steady Eddie back up in the blocks in that Honda Civic Type R. Let's dig in the box and see who his next driver is. Let's see who the next... Okay, let's put Rancid Cactus down here. Who's this? Mothman in the Toyota Prius Custom. Alright, Mothman. Let's see what you have for Fast and Steady Eddie. Thing, do your thing. Whoosh. Man, that was quick. That's a short jaunt, huh? Alright, folks. We've got Fast and Steady Eddie, lane number 3. And we have Mothman from Mothman Racing, lane number 4. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. Ooh, Fast and Steady Eddie came out again. Alright, folks. Fast and Steady Eddie is tearing it up. Let's get old Fast and Steady Eddie back up in the blocks. Let's get old Fast and Steady Eddie back up in the blocks, and I'm gonna dig in the box and see who his next opponent is. Alright, folks. We've got Fast and Steady Eddie back up in the blocks. Let's dig in the box and see who his next opponent is. Alright, who's this down here? Alright, Papa E in the white Civic Type R. Uh-oh. Type R up against Type R. Here we go, Papa E. Thing, do your thing. Alright. Oh boy, this is going to be a race here. Alright, folks, we have Fast and Steady Eddie in the red Civic Type R. And we've got Papa E in the white Civic Type R. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. We still have Fast and Steady Eddie get that one with a 1.50. Second time to a 1.51. Wow, that was close. That was close. I couldn't tell who got that one. Papa E almost came out of the land of the lost. We're gonna get Fast and Steady Eddie back up in the block. See what he does, folks. Alright, folks, we've got Fast and Steady Eddie back up in the blocks. Let's dig in the box, see who his next opponent is. Let's go. Dr. Big John Stud in the Batman and Robin mobile. Alright, Dr. Big John Stud has his wife, Careful Caitlin, in there for extra weight. So, thing, do your thing. Alright, lane number 1, we've got Fast and Steady Eddie in the red Civic Type R, going up against Dr. Big John Stud in the Batmobile and Careful Caitlin. Alright, let's see what they do, folks. See what they do. Fast and Steady Eddie's running a straight 1.50 second time to a 1.52 2/100ths of a second. He's eking them out, folks. We're going to get Fast and Steady Eddie back up in the blocks and see what he does. All right, folks, we got Fast and Steady Eddie back up in the blocks. Let's dig in the box, see who his next opponent is. Big Money Micah. All right. Big Money Micah in the red GTR hypercar. All right. Let's get you up in there in that red Cadillac, girl. Thing, do your thing. All right, folks. Got two red cars up against each other. Got Fast and Steady Eddie going up against my second oldest daughter, Big Money Micah. Let's see what Big Money Micah has for Fast and Steady Eddie in that hypercar. Let's go. Oh, Lord have mercy. He shot over that like a rocket. All right, 1.51 second time to a 1.61. All right, Fast and Steady Eddie, we're gonna get you back up in the blocks, brother. All right, folks. Ooh, I almost put Fast and Steady Eddie in the wrong lane. Got Fast and Steady Eddie back up in the blocks. Let's dig in the box, see what his next opponent is. All right, guys, we're down to the last two races. We've got RWA Racing right here in the, what is this? Alfa Romeo. Oh, I knew it was an Italian car. And we've got BDR in that 68 Camaro. Alright? And this is Slingshot Shawnee. This was the winner of last week. That's whoever wins in this head-to-head contest is going to go up against Slingshot. So let's dig in the box and see who's next in the blocks. Alright, BDR in the custom 68 Camaro. Where you at, BDR? Here we go. Thing, do your thing. Alright, folks. We've got Fast and Steady Eddie, lane number 3, in that red Civic Type R, going up against BDR in that 68 custom Camaro. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. Fast and Steady Eddie. I saw that one, 1.50 to a 1.54, 4/100ths of a second. All right, Fast and Steady Eddie, we're gonna get you back up in the blocks, my brother, and see what you do up against RWA. All right, folks, the last name in the box is RWA Racing and the Alfa Romeo Tonale. Thing, do your thing. Alright, we have two red cars in the finals. We've got Fast and Steady Eddie in that Type R Civic going up against RWA Racing in that Alfa Romeo Tonale. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do, folks. Ooh, I don't know who got that one. Ooh! RWA knocked him out. Fast and Steady Eddie was running the table. Ooh, 1.49 to 1.50. Dang, RWA, you pulled it out, man. You pulled it out. You got Fast and Steady Eddie. This was the guy that was jumping out of the land of the lost, guys. That just goes to show you. One and done. We're going to get old RWA up in the winner's circle. Shoot. Let's go. Cyborg. Cyborg. Where's my winner's music? Where's my winner's music? Come on, man. Slacking. All right, everybody. This is RWA Racing and the Alfa Romeo Tonale. He's your winner of the Intergalactic Red, White, and Blue drag race. Okay, 2. And we're going to get him up in the winner's blocks. So, take it nice and slow for our winner, okay? Let's get him up in this winner's blocks in style. All right, RWA. don't remember the last time you were up in the winner's block, but I think it's been a minute, just like Slingshot, so it's going to be a good race. Ups and downs is just how it goes. Alright folks, there's your winner. Got RWA Racing in that Alfa Romeo Tonale, folks. Get a good look at your winner right there. Ow! Yeah, let's get a front shot of that Alfa Romeo real quick. That sucker is sharp. It ran the fastest time too, what was that, 1.49? Alright, so yeah, that was 1.49. Let's get him back up in the blocks and see what he does up against Slingshot, folks. Alright folks, we have the winner of last week's race, Slingshot Shawnee, in that red, white, and blue Corvette Grand Sport, going up against RWA Racing in that Alfa Romeo Tonale. Let's dig in the box and see who's first up in the blocks, folks. I got my eyes closed. Slingshot Shawnee in the Corvette Grand Sport, lane number 1. Alright, thing. Do your thing. Or lane number 3, I'm sorry. We run them in lane number 3 and lane number 4. RWA Racing in the red Alfa Romeo Tonale, lane number 4. Come on, thing. Do your thing. Alright. The song we're going to play for this one is All the Smoke. Because RWA beat me down in Bathurst. I was running good for 49 weeks, folks, until he took my crown from me. And he didn't let up, man. I kept trying to scrape for points, man. I gain 5 on him and lose 5 at the same time. So this is a rivalry right here, guys. I couldn't have planned this any better. I'm going to try to get him. Alright, we got Slingshot Shawnee in the white Corvette Grand Sport going up against RWA Racing in the Alfa Romeo Tonale. He said he wanted all the smoke, so he's got it, folks. Let's go. I don't know who made that. Alright, that was Slingshot. 1.44 to a 1.48. Alright, guys. Slingshot's your champ. Slingshot's your champ. Hey, RWA, that's how it's going to go next year, buddy. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you next year. Anyway, we're going to get Slingshot back up in the blocks. And, shoot, play our winner song, man. Alright, folks, we had Slingshot get that one. Oh, but first, alright, listen. RWA, you did the darn thing, man. You knocked out Fast and Steady Eddie and gave Slingshot a run for his money. So thanks for the stiff competition here on the track and the Bathurst, buddy. I appreciate it. Anyway, Cyborg, where's my theme music? Where's my theme music? Lacking Cyborg. Here we go. Alright, folks. This is your overall winner right here. Slingshot Shawnee, he was the winner out of the first red, white, and blue Intergalactic drag race. And he took on RWA Racing. He said he wanted all the smoke. So Slingshot brought it, folks. Let's get him up in the winner's circle nice and slow. Let's get him nice and slow up there. Slingshot hasn't been up in the winner's circle in a long time. I don't know. Last week was the first, guys, in a long time, so I hope this trend continues, and we're going to get that pretty old Grand Sport up there. Get a good look at the champ, guys. He's the drag race champ. Alright. Whew. It's a hot one. It's a hot one, folks. That was the end of our red, white, and blue drag race series. I think I'm going to be running the modifieds next. So I'm going to go ahead and fix these two guys up real quick. Put some weight in those. One's going to be a 55 grammer, and I hope I could pack 60 grams in the other one. but we're gonna take on these other modifieds and see what it do. Anyway, I'm the Oregon Diecast guy. I'd like to thank you for joining us today on Sizzling Sunday, and I'm signing out for Oregon Diecast Racing. Peace, guys, and God bless. Catch you next time. I'm out.
Many thanks, Nano.